afternoon. This is Hadir Hassan with a news brief.
In local news, according to WFMZ, local hospitals are taking precautions to prepare for any rise in COVID-19 hospitalizations. Pennsylvania has seen more than 250,000 coronavirus cases since the pandemic began. Although deaths and hospital visits have been low, a Lehigh Valley Health Network spokesperson says the county is monitoring the cases and will be prepared to take action if necessary. St. Luke's University Health Network updated its visitation policy 2 weeks ago, where only one visitor is allowed with a patient and no one under the age of 12 is permitted at the hospital. If a patient tests positive, they will only be permitted to enter at the end of life. In other local news, according to WFMZ, Allentown Central Catholic High School has reported 4 COVID-19 cases this week. The school will shut down till Friday while they take proper precautions and deep clean. Students will be doing virtual learning till next week. However, extracurricular activities will not be affected. In national news, according to CNN, Texas becomes the first U.S. state to surpass over 1 million COVID-19 cases since the start of the pandemic. Texas is home to about 29 million people. If it was its own country, it would be considered the top 10 worst countries in terms of cases, according to Johns Hopkins data. India, Brazil, Spain, France, Russia, Colombia, and Argentina also reported more than 1 million infections, Johns Hopkins data shows. With infections rising, deaths have also been rising in the state of Texas. El Paso County judge says the county requested 4 more trailers in addition to the 6 mobile morgues that are already on the ground. The judge says that it may be up to 20 deaths a day for the next 2 to 3 weeks. In state news, according to the Inquirer, the Children's Hospital of Pennsylvania suggests that schools across the region should revert to virtual programs. Director of Policy Lab, David Rubin, said that while most infections of students and teachers happen outside of the schools, there is increasing evidence that the virus is being transmitted throughout the schools and surrounding areas. While there are still questions about whether children would be safer in school rather than other settings, David Rubin says they need to get control of this because Philadelphia hospitals are overrun. The Policy Lab is recommending that schools should shift into virtual learning by Monday, even though there might be some exceptions for younger children and those with special needs. In ESU news, students are invited to the annual Thanksgiving and card signing Wednesday, November 18th from 4:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the Dansbury Commons. Despite COVID-19, ESU is inviting their students and staff to a Thanksgiving meal and to give thanks while socially distancing. The holiday card will be displayed in ESU's Dansbury Commons lobby. And now, with today's forecast. The current temperature is 66 and raining, with a high of 66 and a low of 54 degrees. Tomorrow's weather will also be raining, with a high of 57 and a low of 43 degrees. This has been Hadir Hassan with your news brief.